Alrighty, hello everyone. Chad, look, your face is here now.
It is, finally.
All right, so we are back for more Transylvania Chronicles. I'm going to put you on the spot, Alana. If you feel like you've got a recap, I would sure love to hear it.
Okay. You said you wouldn't do this to me.
Then you were like, oh, I've got my notes.
Now I'm all red.
Good way to start.
Yep.
I'm winning.
Great way to start.
The best way to be.
Okay. So we're gonna start with our vampires all meeting. Or well, not meeting yet, because we all have to first get the messengers stalking us. The messengers,
Some were more stalking than others.
Yeah, I agree with that. So each of us got a letter from our sires and a mystery person who did not sign their letter, and wanted us to come to where's the place? I have it written down. Budapest. Yeah. And so each of us received a letter individually and all kind of converged upon these carriages that took us to a place. And we all sort of met each other. So wonderful. Recap.
You know, it works. It works.
And and we all traveled to Budapest where we met, we got to meet some of our sires. Some of us don't have known sires, and got to find out, I forgot to write down the name, unfortunately, but the person who's heading this territorial disbursement for us, basically.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and then of course there's a lot of shenanigans in between.
Yeah. Anybody else want to add anything to that? Anything that was missed?
We were about to get into a fight on the way to the news place.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't about to get into a fight. We're getting shot at.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. The very end. We're in the middle of a battle.
Doing the best job. It's okay. You're just in character. You've got one intelligence. You're very committed to the bit. Fantastic. Anybody have anything else that they want to add besides the fight? Anything that we missed?
I tripped a guard. Cassian failed feeding. I dragged Cassian and Antonio to the boat where Jason was already there because Jason fucked off. Which is where we kind of had angry humans at us. Were able to flee. Went into the underground labyrinthine thing, and they were talking about dividing land between the four of us somewhere. I flirted a little bit with, was it Isabel? Cassian's sire. And a lot of us reluctantly said, yeah, sure, why not?
There was maybe some pressure. I would say peer pressure, but it was from sires, so not really peers.
Pressure?
Yeah. They definitely would be upset if you called them your peer. There might be some slight murder involved.
Slight.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Only just a tad.
So before we get into the game itself, just want to quickly say that, again, as always, I am streaming from the traditional and unceded lands of the Neokaska, Kaskaskia, Ochehi Sakoan, and Kickapoo people, and definitely support land back, because you know what? We don't deserve to be here. We stole this land. And yeah, that's my thing. If anybody else has knowledge of the lands that they live on, that would be fantastic if you want to share it, but that's up to you. No. Alrighty. Well, I would encourage everyone to go to native-land.ca, find out more about the land that you live on. It's just a good thing to do. And with that, yeah, you all are being attacked. Your carriage is surrounded, as far as you can tell, by people who are hiding in the woods, firing arrows at you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And as you all have prepared somewhat to fight, suddenly 3 arrows start to soar through the sky, and they are alight. And they hit your carriage.
Okay.
So, what would the 4 of you like to do?
Could I tell which direction the guy in charge sounded like he was in?
You're pretty sure where you heard the voice yelling at the imbeciles was exactly where the arrows came from, and it was up in a tree.
Would I be able to go straight for him?
You could certainly try. I would
I
have
love
all
this.
of you give me a willpower roll. So willpower is kind of in the middle of your character sheet. Because vampires do not react well to fire.
Success 1.
Okay.
Also success 1.
Success
Excellent.
2.
Excellent.
Success 1.
Okay, I was gonna say if Jason is the one who succumbs to the rope trick. Yeah, which, in case anyone doesn't know German, rote Schreck is red fear, which is the fear that vampires have of fire. Because it is one of the few things that can cause serious, like, major harm to them. And it's very hard to heal from. So, yeah. Jason, if you would like to go after the leader, as far as you can tell, you can absolutely try to. But I'm going to need you to give me a dexterity and athletics roll, please.
Me, right? Right, you said me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Athletics. Dex and athletics. Yay. Can I please click on the thing? Thank you. Make sure I don't have... I only have rapid reflexes, which helps for dodging.
Well, you are dodging currently, so.
Oh! What is the rules for that? Let me look at my stuff. Computer.
In the meantime, what's everybody else doing?
I had taken off my shirt and screamed, "Come get some."
As one does.
As one does. So there I am, tits out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see
Barbecue
anything
sauce on your
because
titties.
it's barbecue sauce on my titties. Yes. I can't see anything because I don't have the night vision.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, you can see more now that your carriage is on fire.
Yeah. So can I also scan the area to find where I'm going so I can beat these people up?
Yeah, give me a wits and awareness roll.
Wits.
Antonio, what about you?
I would like to try to get out of sight and maybe work my way around the back of them.
Okay. That would be a Dex and Stealth roll.
Dex and stealth.
Yeah.
1 moment.
And Cassian, while you're making
Could I
a puzzled
use-
face.
Could I use my survival in some way to like maneuver around them? And because they're in the forest, right?
Right.
And try and find a way to like get a clear shot of one.
I mean, survival
Okay.
wouldn't be to be able to do that.
Okay.
Once you can see a little bit better because of the flaming carriage, you can see some of the people who are hiding out in the bushes. They were just
Okay.
well enough concealed that even with your night vision, it was hard to tell where they were. But you do see 2 people who are running straight for the carriage, carrying some kind of like jar.
Oh, I shoot at them. Definitely.
Go for it.
So
I failed.
Oh no.
I got 3 successes.
Okay. And I'm so sorry. What did I have you roll again?
You were having me dodge
That's right.
because
Okay,
I was going
thank you.
straight towards the main guy.
Perfect. Yeah, you managed to dodge. There are multiple arrows fired at you. You don't make it all the way, but you can make it pretty far. As you get to sort of the tree line, you do notice that there are several people now between you and the tree you need to get to.
I would still try to weave my way through them, going straight for what, like you said, like seems like the guy in charge.
Yeah. So they're going to attempt to attack you as well.
Can I run to back him up?
You can certainly try.
That is my favorite saying ever.
It's always a fun one, right? Never
yeah.
has any negative consequences or anything.
Hmm.
Okay. Luckily for you, Jason, these people do not seem to be very competent fighters, and you are able to dodge out of the way of their cudgels.
Fine.
Yeah. Antonio?
4 successes.
Damn. Okay. I was going to say, this is going to be a tricky thing because, your carriage is on fire. They did see you, but I think that the rest of your coterie, your compatriots, provided sufficient distraction that you were able to just kind of slink off to the side
That's the
and
hope.
sneak around. So, with that, Cassian, what are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot at them with my bow and arrow.
Perfect.
And it would be firearms. That's it, or is
Dexterity
there
and
numbers?
firearm.
Dexterity. Okay.
Yep.
Just double checking.
If it was just firearms, you might be in trouble.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Okay, I got 2 successes.
Okay. You managed to hit someone. It doesn't seem like they're mortally wounded.
I cuss and go, "Damn it!"
Sounds about right.
Gosh, I don't know what to do. So I hear that. I think Jason's fine without me. So I go back to Cassian's side to make sure that they don't get overpowered by whoever's coming.
Makes sense. So these 2 people carrying these jars, as you're firing at them, Cassian,
Mhm.
they run up and you can see there's no lid on it. You can hear like the sloshing of some kind of not really a viscous. It's not like water, but there's some sort of liquid in there, and you see that they rear back and they just chuck these, and you can smell pitch as it hits the carriage, and it has gone from a small fire to now it is engulfed. Unfortunately, your driver is caught by some of the pitch and is now on fire, screaming.
No.
No,
Okay.
I just spared him.
They
I
did.
need you, driver.
They keep doing this to the people I spare.
I only have one in drive.
Well, the
I don't
carriage
think
is
we're
on fire,
driving
so-
anywhere.
It's not drivable anymore.
I know. Okay. I probably want to get away from that because we're pretty close to it at the moment.
Yeah, you haven't really moved anywhere.
Yeah, okay. I'll get away from that. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you are doing this, more arrows start to fly at you from within the bushes. Antonio, you're fine. Jason, you're also fine because they're trying to hit you with cudgels and really, really failing at that. But Demetrian and Cassian, if you would give me dexterity and athletics rolls, please.
I should have chose athletics.
Okay, let's hope for things.
And stuff, hopefully.
Things and stuff.
Success
That's all you can
too.
ask for.
Excellent.
Nope, I didn't get anything yet. Success 1.
Okay. Hold on. Of course, it's being slow for me. Oh, no. Okay. Both of you get hit. So they got 3 successes. Thankfully, these are not flaming arrows. These are just regular arrows. So it is going to do math. Hold on. Cassian, you are going to take 2 superficial damage, so it's just like the slash. It's not the X. And then Demetrian, you would take 1.
Okay. Where do I put that?
So it's just above your willpower, your health.
Oh, the health. Okay.
Yep.
Just 1. Okay.
Yep. And once again, if anyone from Demiplane is watching, give me money, please. I will show it for you. Yeah. So with that, Antonio, you have not had the opportunity to do much other than slink. What would you like to do?
If I can get behind them, I would like to take a couple of attacks or an attack on one or more of them.
Oh, absolutely. What are you attacking with?
Now, I didn't have the forethought to discuss any weaponry. So unless you want to allow me to have a thing at your discretion, I'm going to throw hands.
Oh, I mean, I did say that y'all could have some appropriate medieval weapons. So, yeah. What kind of weapon would you like to have?
I think we'll start off with a dagger.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's what Jason's about to do, but he does have
Damn
the
straight.
That's
natural-
what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Jason has the claws, though. That's what happens when you're a gangrel.
Damn straight.
So, Antonio, please give me strength and melee, please.
And melee.
Yep.
Yes. So if I'm unable to select melee as a die, does that mean I do not have it and cannot use it?
Do you have points in it?
I don't think so.
It should. If you do, it should show a number.
Yeah. If
And
not,
if
it
I-
you
should
have
just be a
a,
line.
yeah.
So if I didn't put points in it, is it still usable at all or no?
It's usable as in you can make a melee attack. but it's
But
not
there's no die
usable
added
as
to
in
the
like
die.
adding dice to it. Yeah, so it would just be straight.
just strength.
Yep.
Okay.
So Antonio is not a melee brawler yet.
So far.
Yeah, give it time. So let me know what you got.
I'm clicking it. It's not adding the die to the roller. One second.
That's bizarre. In the meantime, while Demi playing is being difficult for you. What's that?
I'll figure it out. One moment.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Jason, I know you're wanting to make some claw attacks, right?
Yes, I want to go at the guy in charge and knock him out of the tree.
Yeah. So first, give me another Dex and Athletics as you try to climb up the tree.
Oh, come on, computer. Hello?
The computers are revolting.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
We're all having so many computer issues today.
I had to refresh, but 2 successes.
Excellent. All right,
I
so
blame the fact that my computer is old.
yeah, that'll do it. So Chad, since you were sneaking around and as Antonio, they do not have the opportunity to defend themselves because they don't know you're there. Tell me how you take out 2 of these people in the woods.
I would the furthest one back, so the others can't see me yet. Take my offhand under their left arm, brace their chest, and then stick the dagger under their rib into their heart.
It's very Assassin's Creed. I love it. Do you also like pull them back into the bushes?
Oh yes, I try to make sure that nobody sees them, nobody
Amazing.
hears them, and they are laid quietly, so I can move on to the next person.
Yeah.
And do the
Now
thing.
you have to find the highest point in Transylvania and jump off of it.
As you do.
Yeah. What
And
about the
find
other
that
one?
one hit.
The other one will be not as elegant because I don't need to be as quiet. This one is just grabbing under their chin, lifting up, and then just straight through.
Amazing. I love it. And Jason, how you doing?
I got 1 success.
Oh, okay. So you don't fail at climbing the tree. It's just a little difficult because you're getting shot at. So you don't make a lot of progress because
And you're wearing all
you're
that
having to
armor.
constantly dodge.
It's only leather and it's not that much, all right?
It's more about the fact that you're having to not get hit.
Fair. Why you gotta give me crap about my armor, man?
You're a vampire.
You gotta blend in. Listen,
I mean,
the shitty side of town, all right?
Totally blending in.
Yeah. Cassian blending in with the flaming carriage behind them. Amazing. Speaking of Cassian and Demetrian, what are the 2 of you doing?
So can I fight these guys?
Yeah.
Since they're the okay, so I'm gonna fight these guys. I have 3 in brawl, so
Let's
I'm gonna
go.
use my brawl
Yeah.
and strength.
Yep.
I'm just gonna fight these guys. I got 3 successes.
I love it. I love it. Alana, what are you doing?
I might switch to my least favorite thing, doing melee, but I'm better at it.
Listen, you're
I
the
did
one
that
who
on
made the
purpose.
character. Okay.
I did that on purpose.
Made a character you don't like.
No, I love my character.
Fair, fair.
They're just silly.
Yeah. So go ahead and actually, you would be better at firearms, or I guess if you're going to use melee, do you have some kind of weapon?
Yeah, I have a dagger.
I love how everybody's just got like a dagger. You could have a
And all
sword.
I got
and
are
you're like,
these.
"Eh."
Short sword. Wait. Can I say I have a short sword?
I said you could have an appropriate medieval weapon. You could have a long sword if you want. You could have a bastard.
I could have a claymore. No, wait, I'm not strong enough.
That would be me.
Yeah, no, you're probably not strong enough.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, you're stronger than the average person, but you know, yeah. Anyway, so go ahead, Cassian, and give me that roll as well. Demetrian, you managed to take out one of these people. The other, you can tell Cassian is like running up on. We'll see how they do.
Okay.
So how do you take out your pitch thrower?
So I run up on him, I sweep his leg, and then on the way down, just like slam my fist into his jaw, like to make sure that his face just gets slammed between my fist and the floor.
Okay.
Goodbye, jaw.
Yeah, I didn't need that. Do you feed on this person at all?
I don't need a feed right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're good for the moment, but Cassian, how you doing?
I got 3. And
Okay.
I've decided that it's a cutlass because I was a pirate.
Spoilers. Nobody knew that.
But yeah, so 3 successes.
Perfect. How do you murder this person?
Let me think. Probably stab through. Kind of shish kebab, skewer them.
I love the idea that like you stab them, and not that Cassian is necessarily clumsy, but like it just happens to be that you like run them through, and then also end up like leading them down into the person that Demetrian just took to the ground.
Yes.
And I stand there
You
like
said shish kebab. Yeah, you said shish kebab, and I'm like, I have to. They're right there.
I
I
love
me
was
it.
the
just like
perfect
that was my kill.
Sorry, I kind of lost my footing there.
I mean, well done. I think that one's still alive though.
Yeah, it was just a flesh wound.
A little. Then I
Nearly.
bite them because they're about to die.
Yeah. Yeah, it is much tastier this way.
Mm-hmm. Much tastier.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Nice feeding into it. Okay.
All right, and Jason.
I'm still going for the guy in charge.
Yep, absolutely. So give me another Dex and Athletics, please.
God damn it! 1 success.
Oh, well, we've learned a lot about our characters in the last 30 minutes.
Mhm.
What we're good at and what we're not. It's what session 2 is for, right? Yeah.
Oh
so,
yeah.
You know, Jason, you are just having a really hard time. Definitely don't want to tell the other gangrels about this because it's probably highly embarrassing. I mean, gangrels are the closest to like the werewolves that vampires get. Basically, they're a little bit more feral, a little bit more animalistic, and yeah, climbing a tree usually would not be a difficult thing. You're just having a hard time tonight.
How thick is the tree?
Big enough that it's supporting two adult people.
How long would it take me to chop through this fucker with my claws?
A while.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Yeah,
It was
claws
an idea.
can do some damage, but it would take a while. But I like where your head's at. It's a fun idea. It would just take a while. But as the four of you are having various amounts of success in your battles, you hear the sound of a horn, and you can see torches further down the road as as men on horses start to approach, and you hear them yelling about brigands. Seems like people who are here to help you.
No.
Oh,
Oh, positive.
Immediately retract
Nice.
claws.
Fantastic.
Who knew that was a thing that could happen? Jason, give me
Yes, sir.
one
Yes.
more roll of
One athletics dex.
uh-huh.
RNG gods, be with me, please.
Eventually you're bound to get one, right?
Right?
Well, you've gotten one, but more than one.
Where were you before? I got 7 successes there.
Whoa, whoa.
Right at the end there, you know?
Yeah. So you are climbing up, and with 7 successes, that is way beyond what you needed. So you managed to not only get to this person, but as like these people on horses have charged up, you see that the attackers below have run off for the most part. You have managed to take hold of this person. You now have them prisoner.
I just jump back down while holding him.
Okay. Holding him how? Are you like cradling him like a baby?
No.
Land
on him?
Like the scruff of his neck. Like the
Okay.
clothes and whatever, just kind of like holding him like that until I get down, and then I would transfer over to just holding him by the neck.
Just picturing some like WWE.
You could have suplexed him down.
You still could. I would allow it.
I
That's
could,
what I
but
would do.
if there weren't a bunch of people running up on us right now, I would. But I gotta look like at least a random bystander who just had skills enough to take down the guy. All right.
Appearances.
Yeah.
Yes. This is how you don't get the people that want to kill us after us.
Yeah, that's true. Normally in Vampire, when it's modern day, it's the Second Inquisition. You guys are technically like right at the start of the original Inquisition. So, yay, Crusades! We love Holy Wars. They're so much fun. They're not terrible for everyone. Yeah. So these men on horses have charged up. They are clearly like men at arms. These are people who are heavily armed and armored. And there is, like you can tell that the people who ran away were terrified of them. Like this was something that was going to overwhelm them easily. And the person who seems to be the leader comes up and says, "Seems to be the trouble here. Being attacked?"
Yeah. It looks like we had a bunch of guys with fire. No big deal. We took care of it. Except for the carriage.
As I walk up and just kind of like throw down the leader in front of him.
Ah, yes. I'm familiar with this one. Well, if you all need a ride somewhere, we can probably arrange that. Where are you headed? Oh, and I saw your eyes get big.
I can't. I think I
The
forgot to
fear.
write down where.
I'm bad with names.
I forgot to write down where.
It's the Tahuta Pass. Does anyone share that information?
You said the Tahuta Pass?
Mm-hmm.
Jason, like, and just kind of like randomly, Tahuta Pass, I believe, is where we're going, right?
Yeah, there, Budapest. That's we would definitely appreciate a lift. As you can see, ours is a little worse for wear.
Yes. These brigands seem to have caught you unaware. It's unfortunate, but it's a good thing we were passing through. And they happen to have some room in a carriage that is further down their convoy, and they offer you room in their carriage.
Okay.
So,
Where are we waiting for? Let's go.
yeah. So they start to head in the direction that you were headed previously before everything went down. And, it's still fairly early in the night. So you have quite a ways, a lot of time before you would have to worry about the sun, but you're not horribly far away at this point.
I was going to
And-
say, are we going to be in this carriage past dawn?
No,
Okay.
because that could be an issue if you were.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The leader of this group does join you in the carriage and introduces himself as Micah Vikos,
Oh my God, Vikos.
and asks what you're doing in Transylvania.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm a traveling bard, and so's that one over there. But don't pay attention to him. He's fine. He's not as good as me. And I got this little fella here with me, and I don't even know him. He just kind of tagged along with tacky armor.
Why are you always attacking my armor? Mike, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to take that personally.
Poor Jason.
Oh.
Jason says that. That's Jason saying that, by the way.
I mean, you're going around in fur and leather. People are gonna assume different things about you. Things that I'm used to.
I hang
Things
around
that I'm
shady
used to.
I hang around shady crowds, man. They just-
Shady. Okay. Okay.
Listen, you don't know when a knife's gonna come flying at you.
Okay, so dodge.
Sometimes you're in a packed bar. Anyway, back to the introduction. I'm Jason.
Does anyone give a more straight answer as to what you're doing in this area?
No.
We're
So-
all cool with my little story. Let's go.
Yeah.
So you all would know roughly the area that you need to go to. You would have a map, probably even just in case. And showing this, I'm assuming, so that Micah knows where to take you. He would just say, "Oh, yes, you're going to the ruins. I see. It's not a whole lot to see there."
No, but what? Okay, so again, Mr. Armor over here really wanted to see them. That's why he's so well dressed right now.
What?
Because he was like, it's gonna be a little dangerous, but I could sure use a couple of bards to lighten the mood. So, you know, I'm just here for the money.
What?
You're a mercenary. You wanted to go there, and here we are.
I have a job out there.
Exactly. You know, Merkin.
Chad, what's Antonio doing?
He is just looking around, seeing if they're as helpful as they seem.
They seem pretty competent.
Okay.
Like, this seems like not mercenaries, like maybe knights, like a trained military force of some sort.
Does it seem like they know about us in general, or
Your true nature, what you really are.
yeah?
No, they do not seem to know what you really are.
Okay.
You can assume, because most places you go, if anyone does find out, they're going to try and kill you. So you can assume that you would not be so warmly welcomed if they did.
Okay.
So as I'm obviously talking so much, can I let's see, awe this person so that he can just stop talking and stop asking questions?
You know what? You can definitely do that. Remind me what the actual discipline says. I don't remember how the effect works.
Okay, hold on. So anyone in the presence of the vampire finds their attention inexplicably drawn to them. Those listening to the vampire speak might suddenly agree on subjects where they once held different viewpoints. While this power doesn't cause rapt infatuation, it is still strong enough to sway minds of most mortals.
Is there any kind of role?
It is. Hold on. It is manipulation and presence.
Is that for Kindred or is that for mortals? Because sometimes it'll say mortals are just automatically affected by it.
Cost is free. Dice pools, presence versus composure and intelligence. Duration, one scene until intentionally. As soon as a mortal receives the embrace, okay. Example. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot here.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, it looks like you do have to roll for it. So yeah, go ahead and give me a either persuasion or performance plus charisma roll. And let me know which one you're using because it will make a difference.
So it says it wants manipulation and presence, but you wanted charisma and which one?
Oh, that's what it had said on mine. Either performance or persuasion.
Performance. I'm using performance.
Okay.
Do I take my presence out or I leave that in?
No, it should stay in.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's roll. Success 1.
Okay. Yeah, you know, it's not your best performance. You did just get into a big fight. Probably a little cranky because your two humans you were possibly going to feed on more ran off. So who knows, who they've talked to, what they've said. Plus, whoever else escaped, who knows something about you, clearly. So, yeah, maybe just a little distracted. It does work. You do get his attention, but it's definitely not as satisfying as it could be.
Also, I don't have a lot to work with my compatriots here not giving me much. So, yeah, I kind of keep talking until the subject changes and we don't even remember what he asked to begin with.
Yeah, the power of yapping.
I didn't build a yapper.
Meanwhile, Cassian's just been, polishing their sword the whole time.
Fantastic. So the convoy stops at a small town that is very near to the ruins. And they say, they're not far from here. We'll let you out here and go on about our business.
Thank you. You've been incredibly helpful.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, thanks. It was great. Wonderful. We really appreciate it. We must be going. You've been lovely.
You can tell he's still a little bit odd, still like kind of looking over his shoulder as he rides off.
Cassian just waves.
And that's how it's done, okay?
Lessons learned.
Amazing.
Lessons learned.
Cassian's writing down notes.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way, for all the help and letting me,
Oh, you were doing fine on your own.
Seemed like you liked the spotlight.
Sword maintenance is very important.
Very entertaining.
Requires a lot of in-depth thought to polish your sword.
Oh, yes.
You polished that sword really well, Cassian.
The absolute
And
just
that's how
there.
it's done.
All right,
Take notes, Antonio.
Jason's like, all right, I'm just gonna turns around, just walks towards where we're supposed to go.
Oh, he's a
Amazing.
little salty because I keep calling out his armor.
Also, I definitely need to clip that later. Anyway, making your way further into this little village, you see that the inn seems to be pretty active right now. There's a lot of people just kind of enjoying their evening. And you do see someone who seems to be waiting for you. Because they are standing outside, staring directly at you. All four of you.
Guys, I
Alright.
think we should go.
Go over to them, or are you saying like we should leave?
We should go over to them. I think we should just get this over with. It's been a long night.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Yeah. So making your way over, this person is fairly well dressed, not so much so that it would draw undue attention, but definitely nicer than the average person in the village. And just says, well, it's about time. Been waiting. My name's Radu, and you're late.
Apologies. We had a few occurrences.
Oh, putting it lightly.
Yes, I saw you come in with Micah.
Oh, you know Micah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How do you know Micah?
Everyone knows Micah.
Well, good. Good. Okay. I'll stop talking now.
Just kind of looks at you skeptically. Well, are you ready to head up to the ruins?
Let us away.
Lead
And-
on.
The entire way there is on foot, and all he's doing is complaining about how you lost all of the information that you needed, as far as like building plans, the credit that was given, that was all stuff that was in the carriage, and letters of recommendation. Just clearly, you can tell that there was a lot more in the carriage than you realized.
Okay, well, it's not our fault that people just came out of nowhere. Our driver fell asleep, probably got hit with a sleeping dart or something. I don't know. Fire happens. Listen. At least we're here, and got a flesh wound. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're here.
I'm starting
Isn't
to think
that the
that
important
wasn't
part?
out of nowhere, though.
Okay.
After hearing about that, I don't think they came out of nowhere.
Oh, so you think they knew who we were, where we were, what we were doing, where we were going, all that stuff? Do you think that?
I
It was-
mean, it seems very possible based on the fact that we had a lot more important stuff with us than we thought we did.
Oh, and then you started to say something.
It was, I'm pretty sure it had to do with the food that escaped.
So I will say, Cassian, because you did feed on one of the people, you can tell that that was not just a person. It was not a kindred. It was a ghoul. Because
Oh.
whenever someone is ghouled, they take in some of the vitae, the kindred's blood. So it gives it a little bit different flavor, because instead of just regular human blood, you get the vitae with it as well. Just a very small amount. It's just a little spice, but
Just a little spice.
yeah.
I mean, the people we fed on were ghouls after all, so maybe I don't know.
Well, and sorry, just to clarify, the people who attacked you.
Oh, the
Were
people.
ghouls.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
The ones
Okay.
in the carriage, you're pretty sure were probably like blood dolls, so people who have more or less been brainwashed or manipulated in some way into being feeding stock, for lack of a better term.
Okay. So I would definitely relay that the person I fed on was a ghoul. So it was more intentional, most likely. Maybe.
Well, shit.
Probably should have mentioned that earlier.
Probably should have.
I mean,
Since you're the one that got the blood.
Yes, but we were around Micah, so it wouldn't have helped anyone if they did.
Exactly.
Listen, you could have whispered to whoever wasn't talking while I was distracting Micah.
You were just
That-
so
that's true. That's true.
encapsulating. You were just so mesmerizing.
Hit the polished sword.
Beside the point. Okay, Cassian, your sword is more important than the information. Whatever.
I
Anyway.
can only do one thing.
There is
Bird
just
brain.
one. It's just the one
Exactly.
brain cell. It's like the DVD thing, just bouncing around in there.
Gosh.
Yeah, the one dot is very literal.
Oh, my little limbo.
So, thankfully, Radu does say, I have backups, fortunate for you, but you can't replace the letters of credit.
All right, so what do we need to do?
Find workers who
Fi-
are willing to work without getting paid up front.
So find slaves.
No, I didn't say that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Find workers, or where are we gonna find? You know what? I'm gonna stop doing the brain stuff. Does anybody else have any ideas?
We'll locate workers. That won't be an issue. They'll be compensated eventually.
Eventually, or fed on. Looking at Cassian.
Hmm. Yes.
Cassian is just casually panicking all the time.
Nothing, my little scavenger. Nothing.
Okay.
Radu does warn you to be careful, because while there are people in the town who might be able to do some work, if they were to figure out what you are, the people will turn against you very quickly. And there are a lot more of them than there are of you.
We'll be careful.
Be discreet.
Not
That
really
is
my
ideal.
strong suit.
She said it's not my strong suit.
I might need some assistance.
Cassian's just mumbling over there, like, yeah, about that.
Just stay out of the local infirmary, and we'll be fine.
Okay.
I love how Cassian actually has really good charisma. There's not the brains to back it up. It's fantastic. But you know what? You can win them over with your face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What else do I need?
The charm of stumbling over yourself. Some people find that adorable.
Listen. It works. I don't know how, but it works. So eventually you do make your way up. He leads you up these winding paths. You can tell that if you had been in a carriage, it would be very, very precarious. But on foot, it's a lot more doable. You don't feel like you're about to fall off the edge. Eventually, you make your way to the top, and there are crumbling ruins of a castle.
Schwanky.
So what is this?
This is where you're going to build.
It's got potential.
Yes.
It's not much now, but I see a proper vision for this place.
Antonio's like, it's got good bones. The fixer-upper.
A little scraping there, a little scrubbing here.
Yeah, use all those house hunters terms, little HGTV.
Cassian wants to know what's around the structure. Is it forested?
It is not. You are very much high on a mountain. You can see for miles beneath you. You can see that there are a handful of small villages nearby. Nothing major, but where you are offers a very good vantage point. You can see people coming.
Well, the ravens will love roosting on it.
Yeah. And as you say that, you can hear the ravens that followed you, like going over and just conversing with the new ravens.
Your babies are here.
Of course they are. They follow me everywhere.
And you're making new friends.
Oh, well, gotta meet the locals.
And attract attention with all the ruckus.
You're quite a ways above the village. You can tell that they would not be able to hear you up here. Which could be a good thing, depending on what you're getting up to.
Good for me.
Demetrian is very vocal.
If it has acoustics, why not use them?
May as well make music.
Music, yep.
Yeah,
what we're
music.
talking
100% what this is going to be about.
Uh-huh. Completely about music, vocalizations of that
Mhm.
type.
Yeah, that's what I
And-
mean.
Uh-huh.
The music of the
I
night.
I am a bard after all, so
Sweet, sweet music.
Mm-hmm.
The sweetest music.
Mm-hmm.
And as the four of you, well, five of you counting Radu, are, I assume, probably strolling around the grounds, you can hear someone sort of mumbling. Doesn't seem to be talking to you, seems to be possibly talking to themselves.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Dude, who's there?
Yeah. Can I use a raven to see who's close by?
When you say use a raven, are you able to, see through them?
Not necessarily see through them, but I can communicate with them. Like, they go check something out. They come tell me what's happening.
Oh, yeah. They come back and tell you that there's someone digging.
But there's somebody digging? Okay.
I guess we'll go over and see who's digging on our property.
What are they digging?
I think
You
we
go
found our
ahead and
first
And if it's valuable.
worker.
Well, there was a lot of talking all at once, and I didn't catch most of it.
I said you go ahead and do that to Jason.
All right.
I think we found our first worker.
You found something. Worker. We'll see. So, who all is going with Jason? Or, Jason, are you going by yourself?
I'll attend.
I'm staying
Yeah.
behind. I'm just watching.
I see how it is. They like to watch.
Right?
I did a lot of talking already. I need a rest.
At least
That's
ask
fair.
before
That's
you
fair.
watch.
Technically, they live here too now, so,
I mean, fair.
if you're going to do it out in the open, it's fair game.
Mm-hmm.
So, making your way towards where you hear this voice, you can hear someone speaking in a language that we have established that none of you speak.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yay.
If someone who has decent intelligence wants to roll, probably just intelligence, because I would imagine probably none of you have the academics to back it up. You could try to guess what language it is, if you would like.
So, what do you mean by decent intelligence?
More than Cassian.
I have 3.
That's a lot more than Cassian.
Cassian's just hanging out with Demetrian. Yep.
Hey, sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing
Yeah.
good.
So, Jason or Antonio, if either of you or both.
One
want to give me an
success.
Intelligence. Said one.
I'm waiting on mine to load.
No worries. One success. You know that you don't know the language. You're not really sure what it is. With one success, though, you can tell it is a Romance language because you do speak Latin.
Romance language, huh?
So many of those going around.
I can hear from where I am, right?
You can barely hear. Like, you couldn't make out individual words. You can just kind of hear mumbling.
Okay.
Yeah, because the two of you who are closer, it's very clear at this point that this is someone talking to themselves. Jason, how was your roll?
1 success.
Yeah,
Oh.
same thing. You know it's a Romance language. I don't think that you spoke Latin, but
Nope. I think it was Greek and Romanian.
yeah. So I mean, Romance languages, even if you don't speak them, there's just enough of a similarity in some of the words to be able to say like, oh yeah, no, I think that's something that was based somewhat loosely on Latin, maybe.
Mm.
So yeah, you have no idea what is being said, but because Antonio, you do speak Latin, you can hear that this person seems to be talking about or to or something related to God
Okay.
and some kind of sign.
You think we should join them?
Maybe. They seem to
I'm
be
gonna
taking
rotate
it.
through. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna rotate through the languages they do know to try to see if they respond to any of them.
Okay.
Starting with
What do you
Latin.
start-
Oh, that's okay.
What do you start with?
I'll start with Latin.
With Latin? Oh yeah. They respond in Latin. Who's there?
I am Antonio. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Anatole.
Pleasure to meet you. May I ask, what are you doing? And do you need assistance?
Oh, God gave me a sign. I'm here to dig.
Ah, and how long have you been digging?
Oh, a few days.
Do you know what you are looking for yet? Or not until you find it?
I'll know when I find it. God works in mysterious ways.
Ah, I've heard that before. I do believe it is true. And look, you have companions to help you look for whatever it is you need.
Indeed, it is as foretold.
So you were aware we would be here.
Oh, yes, I knew. He gave me signs. Said that there would be others who would help.
Are there any other signs you would like to share?
Oh, none come to mind.
Then let us find another tool to use, and I will assist you the best way I can.
And as I'm assuming you approach,
I'm close enough to talk to them and be a few feet away.
yeah. So as you approach, from the deep shadow nearby, another form appears and says, "Do not harm him. He's under my protection."
I would never dream of it.
See that you don't.
I'm Antonio.
And they introduce themselves as Lucida.
Lucita. A pleasure to meet you as well.
And what exactly are you doing here?
Well, we are tasked with renovating the area.
I see. So you're the new owners, I assume?
You assume correctly.
It's good timing for background noises.
Mm.
Well, if you would like to assist my compatriot here, you're more than welcome. I won't stop you.
Would you happen to know what they're looking for?
Oh, it's a good question. They're a little odd, we'll say.
I can see what you mean. Well, the sooner they are done here, the sooner we can begin.
There are more tools nearby, and they show you to where their other implements are. Do you go get the others?
I will let them know.
So Cassian, Demetrian, Antonio lets you know that there is someone interesting, someone maybe not in touch with reality.
Ooh, like me.
I've already got one of those.
Cassian's just a little unaware of reality.
That's true.
You're in
That's
touch with it. You just forget that it's there.
Mhm.
What do you say, Cassian? You want to go down there?
May as well. Maybe we can learn something.
Fine, let's go.
So, as you go over, who all is digging? Is everyone digging?
No, I'm just kind of sitting back and just letting this happen.
I am.
Cassian. Yeah, I think Cassian would dig.
Come on, Jason. You got them big old muscles. Why don't you use them?
It just kind of looks at you, just like, no. I don't have big old muscles, first of all. Second of all, there ain't nothing in it for me.
Nothing? This is... What if you find something great while digging? It could be useful for us. You know, with the whole building thing.
I'm not gonna start a whole quarry here.
Could be a treasure.
So I guess that's why you wear that armor, because you don't have the muscles underneath. Anyway, I do. So I guess I'll help.
See no point in doing this.
I'll help. I'll help.
Antonio, I assume you're helping as well.
Yes.
Okay. So, the four of you, counting Anatole, work for a significant portion of the night. It is approaching dawn, but you can tell that the ruins themselves don't offer a lot of protection from the sunlight. You would have been in a pretty precarious place had you tried to stay here tonight. But as you dig down, you find that there is a cellar with a door.
Perfect.
See, I told you there was something down here, but no, you didn't want to help because the pretty princess doesn't want to ruin her hands.
Now you're just making a whole bunch of just projections there.
Who was the one digging? I threw down. I took off my shirt.
I just didn't want to do it.
Oh yeah, they definitely would have given you a spare shirt because
No, I took it off again.
Makes sense. Just every
Let me
opportunity.
shirtless.
They only own a shirt so they can take it off.
That's
Exactly.
what shirts
fair.
are for.
Mm-hmm.
It's the dramatics of it all.
Yeah.
Not just
Also
take it off, tear it off.
Also, don't want it to get dirty. No, tearing off is for fights and the other F word.
Clothes are expensive. You don't want to dirty it if you can avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you make your way in, you can see that there are shelves upon shelves of scrolls.
Look at all these musty old scrolls.
One might even say Elder Scrolls.
Fair enough.
I open one to see if I can read it.
I was gonna say.
You pick up one and it crumbles.
Oh, don't touch. Bad touch. Don't touch.
You
Maybe
killed
leave
it.
those alone for now.
I hope not everything you touch crumbles.
Could find out.
Oh. They're getting fun with me.
Getting warmed up.
Just getting warmed up.
Okay. Didn't know you had it in
Can't
you.
say it like that.
Well, not yet.
We're never going to get anywhere.
We're getting somewhere.
Yeah, we're getting Atlanta real red. I'm here for it. Yeah. So, what is everybody else doing? Are you looking around at all?
Yeah, I'm just gonna see if there's anything that's out with words and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm looking to get dibs on the best place to sleep.
Okay. Anyone looking around, give me a wits and awareness roll.
Okay.
Hey, I have both of those. Nice.
Spoke too
Just
soon.
One success.
No success.
One success.
9 success.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Found everything. Everything under.
Took all our luck there.
Yeah. We know who to let look for things from now on.
Uh-huh.
Chad is the only one who can look. No one else gets to use their eyes. Antonio, as you look around, you do see most of these scrolls seem to be too old and brittle to be actually usable, readable. But you find clay tablets, 13 of them, with ancient cuneiform symbols pressed into them. They're written in a lost language.
Oh my.
Yeah. You do notice, though, because you got a very, very good roll, there is also a solid gold tablet that has similar symbols as well as Latin characters. So it
Clocking the
appears,
Latin. I try. Okay, is this something I can small enough to pocket?
oh yeah, it's a tablet.
Okay.
It definitely seems like this is the Rosetta Stone.
Okay. I will store that away for now.
Okay. Would you be waiting until like Anatole and Lucida are not around, or what is your
I
desire?
definitely want to read it in private, or at least to understand what it is and if it is useful for those other tablets, which it seems so.
Okay. And I think Jason and Cassian, because you both had one success, you would be able to clock Antonio noticing these tablets. Maybe not the gold, but picking up these tablets seems to be paying a little more attention to them than anything else. Your other friends, Anatole and Lucida, seem to be preoccupied with trying to find a place to sleep. And Demetrian, none of them seem like good places to sleep. Everywhere seems equally kind of shitty because you're just sleeping on the floor.
Dang. Oh well.
But you are underground, so you know that you're pretty well sheltered from the sun.
I'll just take the furthest corner.
And you can see like the opposite corner, the other two have hunkered down to sleep as well. So, Antonio.
If I can move out of sight and or need to actually stealth, just to be able to like look over what that is in particular.
Yeah. So it would take some time. Probably would require you to stay up a little bit into the daytime, past when others have gone to sleep. But if you're willing to do so, I can give you the translation, or we can
Yeah,
do
I'm
it
willing
another
to do
night.
that.
Okay. So when translated, they read, "Thus I set down my true visions, that I may remember and keep the path I have chosen. Only I, of us all, shall know the truth, and this shall be my shield and spear. Most exalted shall I be in the time of the final days. Even the Father shall quail before my might." And you do notice that Father seems to be emphasized. It's cuneiform, so they don't necessarily have capitalization, but you
Yeah.
can tell that it is a
Very
proper.
italicized.
Yeah. Italicized cuneiform. No, it is clearly a proper noun, not just a regular father. Let the lesser ones
Got a little
war.
hat on it.
Yeah. Let the lesser ones war one upon the other, each hearkening to the omens that I have foreseen. Fools all. By my guile, they know not the actual signs, but merely the shadows of those things that shall be. Let the world tremble when I come into my might and majesty. I shall rule above our father, above the mother who gave succor to our father, above the children of Seth, yea, even above God himself. Let the reign of blood commence.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Not ominous at all.
No.
No.
Okay. I'll store that away and then try to get some sleep.
So, as you all awaken the following night, please give me a rouse check.
Yay! Rouse
Yay.
check.
Infamous rouse check.
Mm-hmm. I think some people are already roused.
Hey yo!
One
I got a
success.
success.
One success.
Wow, I'm so proud of you guys. Everybody was successful.
I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't? Okay. Jason, you wake up, you're a little bit hungry. And I believe you're at 2 hunger now, right? Because you did not
Uh-huh.
kill. Because you didn't kill your person.
Do I heal from my superficial damage overnight, over
You
morning?
do. Yeah,
Oh,
both of you do.
cool.
It was very, very small amounts of damage, so it does not take much to heal. So, as you all
Yeah.
awaken, you can see that Anatole and Lucita seem to be just digging through stuff. Antonio, you know that there is nothing else here that is probably worth anything, especially because you have a solid gold tablet for one.
Yeah.
That's the most monetarily helpful thing, and then the other tablets. I mean, you couldn't really do much with them other than read some ominous little something or other. But do you pass that along to the rest of the coterie?
Not yet.
So what's everyone doing now that you're all awakened?
I guess we gotta start finding workers, right?
Yes, I think we should move along to our task now.
I'm gonna
Right.
greet my birds, of course.
Yeah, Cassie just like throws open the basement door. It's like, oh look, hi ravens.
Hello, friends.
They've
Yeah,
all just
it's
been
like-
laying right around the hole.
It's like the gothic Disney princess.
I love
I
I
love
figured
it,
you might.
actually.
that.
So what is the plan?
There's towns nearby, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not so good on the talking to people, so I'm gonna go and dig up dirt on the townspeople and what's going on in the towns nearby.
Okay.
If y'all want to focus on recruiting people,
Would you like a raven friend to go with you?
sure.
Okay. I'll send one of my ravens.
I am gonna go to the nearest tavern and sparkle.
Okay, Edward.
I am going to dazzle people and have them be so in awe of me that they will follow me anywhere I go.
You're gonna Pied
Including-
Piper these townsfolk.
Including to work.
Amazing. I love that this is literally Pied Pipering adults into work. Not sure which is worse.
Hi ho. Hi ho.
Good times. Good times. Yeah, go ahead and give me your roll, please.
So that's performance and performance charisma.
You were right. I did see that it says manipulation, so go for it.
Okay. Come on. Go on. Go on. Why is it not doing it?
Because that'd be too easy.
Do the thing.
Come on, computer.
Things
got
don't
this.
like doing what they must do.
It's bratty computers today.
Yeah, very.
One might say they take after their owners.
No idea what you're talking about. Zero brats here.
Oh, then
You know, that's just what a
computer's pretty nice.
Right.
Okay. Roll and success 4.
Okay. Let's see. How many people do you get? Let's do a thing. One moment.
Mm-hmm.
Cassian, other than talking to your birds, what are you doing?
I would actually help, and maybe not successfully, but maybe we'll see. See if I can not lure, but ask if people would like to work for the people at the castle.
Okay. Cassian, please give me charisma and persuasion.
My charisma's great. Okay.
Yeah, while you're doing that, Demetrian, you get 10 workers.
Hell yeah. Oh my gosh, they really love me.
And
they're gonna absolutely love working for me.
so I got a 6.
6 successes?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
I have to be
Nice.
persuasive and charismatic for my birds, okay?
The Rizzler over here.
Just low key, though. Yeah.
I talk to them like they're the birds.
How do you charismatically convince these people while also being kind of awkward?
So I'll talk to them like the ravens. I'll be like, you can get shinies, you can get really cool thing, like just like talking about what ravens really like.
Oh, I love that. I love that. They give you very puzzled looks, but you're surprisingly charming, and they just seem to want to do what you ask. They seem very enticed by this offer of shiny things. It's a very non-specific promise, but alluring nonetheless. And because you were so successful, you get several of them who not only come themselves but go and grab their friends, and they're like, "Hey, come on, we got work." And Cassian, you get 60.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a lot of people.
Wow. Cassian,
Like my
well
ravens.
done. Well done. I bow to your powers of persuasion.
Just thembos doing thembo things.
I
It'd
just
be like
give
that.
a bow.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I like Ren's response in the chat that they're all just neurospicy and they're like, "Ooh, shiny."
I mean,
To be fair, we are talking about a very small, very poor village in remote Transylvania, so shiny. It's pretty
exactly.
tempting. Yeah. Yeah. And Antonio, what are you up to?
I am looking for the partiers and just enjoying the night.
Okay. Are you feeding?
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll see how the night goes.
No, the
Yeah,
other
not
bard
really.
isn't barding.
How dare?
Shocker.
How dare you not play the role?
Shocker.
Jason, what kind of information are you looking for specifically?
At the moment, I'm just trying to get the lay of the land to just like whatever rumors, gossip, or whatever is going on. So I'm just kind of like haunting different taverns throughout the night.
Okay. Yeah, give me wits and awareness.
Would listening count or hearing count for a specialty right now?
Oh yeah, definitely. Unless you're exclusively reading lips, then
No.
probably not.
Okay, yeah, no. I don't even know how to do that in real life. I wish I could. 2 successes.
Okay. With 2 successes, I mean, you know that there are several more towns. You get a little bit of information. There's not a lot of like juicy gossip. Kind of just the boring, like, oh, you know, somebody cheated on their spouse. Somebody stole somebody's sheep. You know, nothing too interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But because you are trying to listen and not be observed, you do hear them talking of the strange people who went up to the ruins recently.
Ah, fair enough.
But you also hear people talking about they seem to be willing to pay, so they may be strange, they may not be from here, but for now, they're willing to put up with you guys.
Mm.
They're xenophobic, but also greedy at the same time. I love it.
I mean,
Greedy
xenophobic
and
might be a little too far. It's more that you're odd.
fair.
That there are 4 of you who don't really look quite healthy or hearty. Cassie.
I don't know what
I
you
see you
mean.
I look fine.
Is Blush of Life a thing yet, or no?
It is, yeah.
Right. It is? Okay.
But none of you have used it thus far, which is fine because you haven't really needed to. And it's not something that you're going to use on a regular basis, just like walking through a town casually. Because most of the time, people aren't paying a lot of attention.
Okay. After haunting different taverns, listening and whatnot, I'd end up back at the castle, the ruins, and let them know that we've definitely piqued people's interest.
As Cassian is currently surrounded by workers.
Welcome.
Yeah, mostly because it is nighttime. They're just kind of up here scoping out the area. They are seeing what work needs to be done, but they're not like actively working right now.
Understandable.
So, what did you do? Because looks like I got some people to work, but you know that's not even the best part. The best part is Bird Person over here got a ton of people to work. somehow. And, some of them aren't bad looking. And some of them aren't bad looking, if you know what I mean.
I don't think I want to know what you mean.
Oh, yeah. You only go for the ones who are bad looking.
What? Says who?
Your whole thing. You need to go for criminals looking bad. Bad looking.
Oh.
You don't get it? Play on words. I think my intelligence might be.
No,
But I do talk
just
for a
be
living.
funny.
I do talk for a living, and I do use my mouth a lot. Take that how you want to.
Take it as it is.
Yeah, not gonna say nothing because you left it how it is.
Thought you were gonna say left it hat.
Oh, I've left other people's mouths hanging.
Amazing. Antonio, do you make your way back to the ruins at all, or are you just out all night?
About midway through, but I am looking for specifically any persons, single, unmarried, maybe with minimal family, for later purposes.
Okay. Give me a wits and awareness roll.
Okay.
Also, I'm trying not to be distracted by the chat, but it's fantastic.
It's difficult.
Fantastic.
How's it going over there?
1 second. Oh, it took a while to show that it added the dice.
Gotta love when that happens.
Mm-hmm. 5 successes.
Damn. Yeah, you find several people who meet those exact specifications.
Okay.
Is this for feeding purposes?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else that we'd be doing tonight?
No, but my intent with those people in particular is to eventually have them reside near the ruins so they have a plausible excuse for not being in town. And then, oh, well, they're still working. I'm sorry if you haven't seen them. And then the less people they know in a familial sense, the less people who would maybe be aware that they're not around as much.
Right.
So that's my intent with that grouping of individuals.
That makes sense. Yeah, so you all have managed to secure a fair number of workers. At this point, there are a lot of supplies that have started to arrive. You can tell that some of the stuff was probably delivered by the person who sent you here. Some of it also might have been requested by some of the workers as well. And work is coming along very nicely over the next week or so. As all of you arise one night, there is a surprise visitor. The work doesn't go throughout the night. It would also probably be a little bit concerning to these people that you only awake at night and you sleep in the basement and yeah. I would imagine you probably have warned them to not go anywhere near that part of the ruins, right?
Structurally unsound, not ready for renovations yet.
Yeah. So this person is very angular, all just like elbows and awkward looking. Standing in the shadows nearby. Does anyone approach?
I believe I would.
Okay. Antonio, as you approach this person, they say, "My name is Zelios. I'm the master builder." Radu has
Welcome,
sent me.
Zelius.
Once you know that Radu has sent for his assistance.
It is very welcomed. I am Antonio. How may we facilitate your skills?
I would like to inspect the tower.
This way?
He says, "I do not need an escort, if that's quite all right."
It's your wish. We'll be here when you're ready.
As you see that he walks past, he suddenly becomes more average looking. You can tell that he is probably using a discipline. And because not everyone would want to climb up and down, there are a number of workers who would be like camped out outside of the ruins because it's just easier to stay up here instead of having to go back and forth. So, some of them are still awake this time of night. So, yeah, you can tell that he's trying to blend in.
Okay.
Do you let the others know?
I'll inform them, yes.
Do you want me to send a raven?
Not yet.
Do we need a raven for everything?
Of
Yes.
course we do.
Ravens are wonderful.
Okay. Well, what's with the new person? Who are they? What are they like? Why are they here?
So they are a master builder. And they are here at the... I'm assuming the same person who sent us sent them. Did I catch that right?
So the person who you met in the village, Radu, is who sent them.
Okay. They are here to help.
How do you know we can trust them?
You can't trust
I-
anyone in this
Don't
life.
trust anyone.
So
But-
then maybe you should send one of those ravens to keep an eye out.
I didn't like that chuckle. Now I'm afraid. No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Protect the bird.
Listen, I'm just always suspicious of new people because new people come and they take what you got and then they leave.
Yes. As we are doing. So you're
Well,
right to think that way.
We're also giving these people some shinies, apparently.
Very true.
Didn't specify what.
And
Anything
I'm giving
shiny.
some of them a good fun time at the end of the night.
I know they appreciate that.
As long as they're alive at the end, it shouldn't matter. Because we need to
have
keep
others
having the
for that.
workers.
They're fine, untouched. Well, not untouched.
Undamaged? You mean?
Well,
Debatable.
alive.
Yeah.
Undrunk?
Oh, yes.
No, probably not that either.
Most of their fluids remain inside them.
Most of their
Maybe-
fluid, the important fluids
Mm-hmm.
remain inside them. The other ones
Are
Not
inside
so
of
much.
things.
No, they're all over the place.
Yeah. So, what are you all doing at this point?
So it's a new night. Do we need to do another rouse check or no?
I'm not worried about it tonight because you have a visitor.
Mhm.
And you've also
Uh,
had a significant amount of time to, potentially feed on people just casually.
I would check on the two that were here before and see how they're going.
The who?
I forgot their name. The digger and
Oh, yeah. Uh, you know,
their protector.
you haven't seen them
Anatole?
around lately.
Hmm.
Yeah, Anatole and Lucida.
Would any of us be aware of the last time we did see them?
Cassian, do your ravens know anything about this?
I didn't really send them to keep an eye on the two, unfortunately.
Okay, but they're everywhere, so wouldn't they see them coming and going, or going and
They are
not
Can
great
I,
with
coming?
recognizing
ask?
faces.
Can I ask the Raven?
You definitely can. Give me
Okay.
a charisma and animal can roll.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh no, we're being hydrated. Drink water because we're all thirsty.
Are we all
Wow.
thirsty?
Oh,
I'm good.
I'll just.
I mean, it came from
Okay.
Ren. That makes a difference.
Fair.
That's a lot
I
of dice.
think Ren is just projecting.
Five successes.
Okay. They weren't really paying attention, but the last time that they saw them, they both disappeared into shadow.
Suspicious.
Out
What?
in the open or inside the ruin?
What's suspicious? What did they tell you?
They disappeared inside a shadow, inside the shadows.
Huh.
They were outside of the ruin, Chad.
Huh. Disappearing into shadows.
Sounds a lot like us.
Just like everyone else.
Can I try and see if they're actually gone or they're just somewhat hidden?
Oh, yeah. Give me a wits and awareness roll.
Okay. In one moment, when it recognizes my clicks.
Gotta love when computers cooperate.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one moment. Refreshing helped last time.
We're all having great luck with all of the technology.
Mm.
Alana, what are you smiling about down there?
I'm reading the chat.
Two successes.
Ooh.
Okay. With two successes, you're really not sure. You get a strange feeling of being watched, but you can't actually tell if that's just paranoia or if that is legitimate.
Okay. I will hold on to that thought and keep it to myself for the moment.
Anybody else?
I think I will send one Raven just to follow, but like from a very, very distant follow, just to make sure that he's not doing any, or Zelios isn't doing anything strange, I guess.
So, define strange. You're a vampire.
Like taking things from the building or trying to look for secret nooks or something like that.
No, the Ravens let you know. It seems like he's just. They don't really understand exactly what he's doing, but nothing seems to be ill-intended. Like there's no, you're not taking your shinies or anything.
That's perfect. The shinies are safe.
The shinies that you don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times. It seems like he's pretty legit. Zelios is able to consult with the other workers, and work actually seems to speed up even. And this ruin has become a very beautiful, intimidating fortress over
Ooh.
several weeks. And as it is nearing completion, you see a carriage making its way up the winding path. A very, very ornate, gaudy even carriage.
Hmm.
Are they going to take the castle from us?
What's with the fancy carriage? Yeah.
Are you
Wanna
asking the
scope
rest
it
of the
out?
crew, or who are you asking?
The rest of the crew, y'all want to scope it out?
Sure. I mean, someone should go greet them if they're coming up to the castle.
I have an idea, but let's confirm. Let's meet them as they arrive.
I was gonna say, I mean, you two are the talkers. So go do the talking.
Fine. Let's go down there and meet them.
Okay. Cassian, are you joining or are you birding?
I'll join. I'll bring a bird with me.
Portable birding. So, as the four of you go down to greet your new arrival, you see that a familiar looking face comes out of this carriage. It is Radu, who now is dressed much nicer. Like I said, he was dressed nicer than the other people in the village before. This is someone who looks regal.
Oh,
Someone
so
wearing
we're
a crown,
fancy.
even.
We are fancy.
And Zelios greets this person and says, "Ah, Prince Radu, you finally arrived."
Prince? As in rich? As in money? As in I got some skills, you know? And I
You
have
say
some skills, you
Demetrian's
know?
looking for a sugar daddy, or I guess a blood
I'm
daddy in this
looking
case.
I'm looking for someone to take some gold from. Make some promises that I'm not gonna keep.
So, I believe that I had mentioned, but if I didn't before, Radu is clearly a kindred. So this is a prince in more than one sense.
Oh,
As princes in kindred society are fairly high-ranking, allegedly the highest, but there are rumors.
Wonder if the prince has a princess.
Only one way to find out.
Or another prince.
that's true.
More
Or
the
several
merrier.
of each.
The royal harem.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's the next episode. So, do any of you greet the prince?
Hello, Princey.
What would be the right way to greet a prince?
Ooh,
I bow to you.
Raven, you can give me intelligence and, if you have anything in it, etiquette.
I have one in etiquette.
Look at you go.
You said intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that roll too?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you now for free, it's not how you started.
Success one.
Okay.
One success.
Yeah, neither of you has met a prince that you knew of. So you're not really sure.
Sorry, what were those roles again?
Intelligence and etiquette.
Intelligence and etiquette.
Not doing that.
Let's try.
Hopefully you can roll better than a 1.
Greetings, Your Grace. 3 successes.
Amazing. Yeah. That's a pretty solid way to do it. Yeah, as much deference as possible.
And what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?
Well, you've built this fine fortress in my territory, as per request. And I just wanted to inspect the final bits of the construction.
Of course, as is your right.
Well, please show me around. I'd like to see.
Let us away.
And he just wants to see all of the sites. You would know when someone like this comes to visit, you show them all of the nicest things that you have, which, you don't have a lot of like nice stuff, but it is very finely constructed. Zelios has done an absolutely amazing job.
Point out the good parts. As you can see here, we have some crown molding. Wait.
Not the crown molding.
Yeah.
I feel like actually it might even be pre-Gothic at this point, but
Probably
proto-Gothic architecture.
It's mostly
baby
stone.
goth.
Alana, you look
Tapestries.
like you want to add something to this.
I studied the history of dress and decor.
Yeah. That's I could see it in your eyes. Please tell us.
It would be like tapestries. It would be bare walls with stone walls with tapestries all over them. Heavy wooden tables with intricate designs, depending on the who it was built for and stuff like that. So yeah. And big hearths. Hearths are a big thing. I'm not sure if it would matter as much for vampires.
Well, I mean, you have to keep up appearances, and there might be non-kindred people who come to stay. Also, just saying, winter in Transylvania get a little bit chilly, and being up on this mountain, you might need some extra warmth. Even though road trek is a thing, fire's scary. You don't want to freeze all winter. Technically, it wouldn't kill you, but who wants to spend all winter as a kindred sickle?
Got to keep the food warm too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a ancient microwave.
Keep them warm, all right.
As you are entertaining the prince, would any of you be doing anything else? Would you just be kind of focused on your showing him around?
I'd be making sure that he has the best time and is completely satisfied before he leaves, if and when he leaves, or when this tour is over.
Oh, you're gonna leave him satisfied, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What would you do to make sure that he has a good time, though?
Aside from making sure he sees whatever he wants and he is shown it in a quick fashion, anything he asks, I will facilitate.
Good. Glad to hear it. And he says, I'll be staying here tonight, and I'll leave first thing after sunset.
Of course.
And it's uneventful. The rest of the night, he kind of keeps to himself. It has a few other kindred with him, some humans as well that he feeds on, and really doesn't need a lot of entertainment.
Okay.
I was
So-
gonna say,
Okay.
sorry. I was gonna say I'll take on a bit of a bodyguard stance while he's here. Just keep my eye out because I ain't gonna have no notable figure like this die when we just built this place.
Oh, he is definitely well guarded. You can tell that the kindred he has with him are looking after him.
Okay.
But I mean, you can still be there as, part of the host.
Yeah.
So, Antonio, it has been several weeks at this point. Have you told, or will you be telling your compatriots about what you found?
It doesn't feel like the atmosphere is correct for that, especially knowing not by who, but that I was being watched. And not being able to always be aware of others, I would want that to stay secretive for now. When I'm sure I can talk to them without extra ears, I will share that. In the meantime, I will look over the other tablets as if I'm trying to decipher them, because I partially am without having the other one in front of me, and just see if I can look over what they may or may not say without directly translating them. Yeah.
Well,
in real
and
time.
what I read was spread across all of the tablets, so they don't have a ton of writing on each one.
Okay. Then yeah, I will just wait until I feel the most secure with just them before sharing that.
Yeah, and I would say when you're in the basement, which I don't know if you would continue to be in the basement once it's more complete, but when you're in the basement, you feel pretty comfortable that you are alone, or alone with whoever is there with you.
Okay. Then I would either in between then and now, or soon after, once we are organically all there without making a note of, hey, meet me in the basement, I will share that with the rest of the coterie.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll say maybe a couple of nights after the prince leaves, you all happen to be around the basement. Maybe notice Antonio down there, and just sort of all have made your way together.
So he's gone. Couldn't get anything out of him.
Oh, keep trying. I'm sure you will eventually.
Well, honestly, the only thing I'm really looking for is money. We do have to pay these workers at least something. It's only
Just
fair.
I only
promise
promise
him nothing.
shinies.
Okay, but they worked. We didn't kill them. It's great. But they need some compensation. It's
They'll
not
get
fair
it when we're
otherwise.
done. I'm sure the prince will be appropriately generous.
Oh, a prince be generous. Okay.
Appropriately for a prince.
So not at all.
We'll just have to ask politely.
Polite. That's not my strong suit, especially not with people with status.
I agree. I'll ask politely.
Best for you to do it. Otherwise, it might get us all killed.
True. I'll endeavor to only get some of us killed.
Wait,
It ain't me.
which
Wait.
some?
It's a surprise. Even I don't know.
I don't like that.
Right?
I mean, really, it's at the prince's discretion. Let's just hope my tongue is silver enough.
I've been making sure my birds have been keeping clear and really didn't want to have to interact as much as possible.
I'm sure they're
Well,
fine.
If anything, we got the armored one here for cannon fodder.
My God.
You have armor. You can take it. I barely have a
It's-
shirt half the time.
It's
And can you blame me?
literally just leather.
And leather's better than basically nothing.
I'm sure you can tank it with those muscles of yours.
Oh, honey, I'm not the one that usually takes it. I give it.
Fair.
You did say usually, to be fair.
Yeah.
Usually, there's some very, very, very special requirements that have to be met. Either way, it looks like you've got something there, other bard.
Yes, I think this is appropriate enough time to be aware that we're not surrounded by others. Actually, just to make sure, I would like to check again. Would that still be its awareness?
I won't make you roll.
No?
I would say that you are confident that you are alone.
Okay. That since I feel it has been enough time and we are currently safe from prying eyes and ears, I share with them that information and recite it out loud to them because I'm not sure if any of them would be able to read it.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to translate the Latin, then yes. But if you just put it in Latin, I don't believe anyone else speaks Latin. So.
I just
Oh yeah, no,
blankly.
I would translate for them.
Yeah. So, just a quick overview of that again. Partially because I don't remember what page it was on. Partially because I don't want to read it all again. Basically, someone was talking about being more powerful than the Father, the Mother, and God Himself. So, if anyone would like, you could give me either intelligence and academics or intelligence and occult.
I can give you intelligence and academics.
I
could
can
do
do
occult.
intelligence occult.
Yeah, go for it.
Do academics.
Go for it. Cassian's
It was one of the.
Cassian's such an academic.
It was one of the requirements for
Success for.
Nice. Wait to see what the others get.
Come on, computer.
Same. I'm refreshing again. I might use a different browser next time.
Fair.
Oh, I got 2.
Look at you go, Cassian. You knew something.
Wow.
Happens every once in a while. The brain cell hit the corner. It hit the corner.
Yeah, it just went boink, right in the corner.
Success 2.
I saw the wheels turning on Cassian's brain.
Could smell the smoke too. Raven?
Waiting for my browser to reload.
Good times.
All I know is I hate my laptop and I need a new one.
Fair. Instead of typing it out because it's just easier while we're waiting on Raven's computer.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Just give a quick shout out to Valerie North, who is in the chat, who is the writer of Glam Slut Butch, a game that we played not that long ago, which is what GSP is. Ren, just FYI. Valerie is a very good friend of the channel. Hold on. Excuse me, Automod, for being mean to my friends. Yeah, Automod doesn't like the word slut, apparently, or butch. Which is...
Automod.
Yeah,
Shame.
how dare.
Shame.
We don't slut shame or butch shame. Not that that's really a thing, but you know.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, true. Anyway, how was Jason's role?
2 successes.
Amazing. Most of you got the same thing. So, all of you know the father most likely refers to Cain, who is seen as the first kindred. Meaning Cain from the Bible, like Cain and Abel, the first murderer, who was cursed by God to live forever as a kindred, who created all of you. The mother, you would know, is most likely referring to Lilith, who taught him all of the disciplines. So all of your special vampiric powers were given to Cain by Lilith. Now, Demetrianne, you would know that what you have heard sounds like something beyond any kindred you've ever heard of. You would know that there are things called Methuselahs. They are very, very old kindred. There are also antediluvians, which the literal translation of that is before the flood. So before the flood of Noah, these kindred were alive. They are very, very old. This sounds like something beyond even the antediluvians. This sounds like something not from the physical world. It sounds demonic. Sounds a little bit like Lucifer trying to take over. Doesn't sound specifically like Lucifer, but it sounds a little bit like that story. You know, right before the fall.
That's the vibe I got too.
Okay. So, good news. Well, actually, not good news. I was going to try to say some good news. Good news, I kind of understood a lot of the things because, you know, through my travels, I pick up things here and there, information, also information in people's blood. Bad news is it seems like some really epically not great things might be coming our way.
Sounds about right.
In the way that it might be demonic in nature.
Also, I would say with 4 successes, you can guess it's not so much that it's coming your way. Those were here. You can guess it's probably already here.
Yeah. So, and by coming our way, I mean like it's kind of already here.
No,
And by-
well, no, there's no point in worrying about it if it's already here.
No point in worrying about it if it's already here.
If a world-ending event is happening already, we are barely getting out on our own. What do you want to do? Go fight Big Bad, whatever, and save the world?
Well, I don't know about all of that, but if something is having the idea that they can be stronger than God.
Well,
I want to know
one,
what that is.
we can beat its ass, take its blood, and become more powerful than God ourselves.
Exactly.
I don't know if I want to be more powerful than God myself.
Oh,
Okay, so then more for us, right?
It sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Become.
Oh, right, because you have your armor, and that's more than enough for you.
Jason has the power of God and anime on his side.
My God, what is with you just dishing on me having leather on? All I was saying was it's literally like I don't want to be God because it's just so much power and responsibility.
Well, who said anything about responsibility?
Think about the things you could do.
Right,
With great
it's more
power
about-
comes great responsibility.
Who said that?
I don't
That
know.
guy hasn't been born or died yet.
It's just thing I've heard.
With great power comes great power and great opportunity.
Yeah.
Think of the changes we could make. Think of no more houses, no more status, no more hiding, no more having to bow to any prince,
No more fearing the sun.
no more fearing the sun. We could walk in the sun and sparkle.
I'm liking all of that. Maybe not the sparkle, but
That's what I'm
the
saying.
rest,
I mean,
I like it.
And by sparkle, I don't mean like sparkle, like physically sparkle, but like we'd be so elated to finally be able to see the sun, to bathe in it. I miss it.
so what exactly are you
So do I.
wanting to do then? Like what exactly is the plans and goals here?
I kind of already said the plan. We go, we find the demon, punch it, and take its blood. I mean, what else do we do?
Rain's like, nope.
No, I'm sorry. I'm laughing at Chad's comment. This is the skin of a god, Bella. Just over here dying. Yeah, this is allegedly a horror game, but emphasis on the horror.
Just me and my birds. That's the word.
Oh my gosh. With that much power. Yeah. Fuck it. Fuck everything. Fuck everyone.
I mean, you
It's
could.
not about. I mean, it's not. It's not about using the power to rule or to subjugate. It's about using the power for freedom.
True freedom.
Spoken like a true Bruja.
Freedom is the most important thing. And with that kind of power, we can have it.
I like this plan.
I mean, I'm willing to see where it goes, but
I live my life by the 3 F's. Fighting, fucking, freedom.
The best words to live by.
I just don't think I'm ready to be up there with the gods.
Well, again, more for us.
Also,
And I mean, I guess we'll, throw you a bone and leave you be, and you can have freedom too, and we'll make sure that nobody fucks with you because you're part of this, whether you like it or not.
I mean, appreciate it.
And maybe get you some better armor.
I'm not wearing it like 24/7. You know that, right? We literally got picked up out of nowhere when we first met.
I'm sorry, I just love a good running gag.
From what he sounds like, he was just like gags in general.
Gagging them.
So
Anyway.
What did you say,
we
Chad?
figure out who this person is and how they intend to attain that power and take it for ourselves, if possible. Or make sure no one else can get it.
Well, we gotta find a way to do that. You're the one, you are the one that knows how to read the things. I have some knowledge of background stuff in history, and I'm the talker. And we got Claws and the bird. The birds.
Speaking of talking, that reminds me.
A sword.
It took me this long to share this information because I always felt that we were being watched. So do not speak of this in the open, only with each other, only when we are absolutely certain no one else can see or hear us.
Speak of what?
Exactly.
I love
Until
the
then,
probably still processing that.
we just act as intended, do what we're told, stay alive until we can ascend.
Until we can ascend. And then freedom is ours.
Yes.
And one final note, we'll call it a little bit early tonight, because I think this is a good place to stop, is, Dimitrian, you remember in Budapest that you overheard mention of a name that, you know, when it was mentioned, is sometimes seen as a god, sometimes seen as a demon. That name is Kupala.
Mm-hmm.
That name just comes to you, remembering back all those weeks ago.
Does the name Kapala mean anything to you? Does it show up in any writings that you might have stashed away somewhere? I overheard someone mention it. And from the little that I know, Kapala is either a god or a demon, and could be our lead.
I'll keep an eye out, but I don't believe anything I've come across so far has mentioned them.
Well, good thing you know Latin. And I just keep on yapping.
And with that, I think that's where we're going to end this session. So thank you all so much. Players, if you would please stick around after we do all the things. And everyone at home, thank you for watching. Thanks for being a distraction in the chat. I really do appreciate it, even if it is distracting. It's always entertaining.
It's always fun.
Yeah. And once again, big thanks to Julia, Indie Bird in the chat for, being the reason that we could all be here, introducing all of us, being the connection that brought this little coterie together to possibly become gods. Who knows? And with that, we're going to raid out. So stick around for the raid, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.